Aloha! Welcome, beautifuls, to Voice Power Pleasure Embodying Love series. This is tip number 5 today on this beautiful January 21st. I would love to share with you a little bit more about what the temple of the mouth is. Last week, tip number 4, we explored the temple of the mouth, and if you haven't seen that yet, I invite you to go back, watch that, and come back to this. In that video, you're going to receive instruction around how to really open up the architecture of the mouth so that you can create the most optimal resonant sound possible utilizing shaping. Often in this practice, we're doing a lot of repatterning, even neurologically, of the way that we hold our body and our face. That's why I call it the Embodying Love series, because as we open up to the power of our voice, we're also invited to open up to repattern how we hold our body, the instrument, and how we hold in even trauma patterns, expressions of the face or tightness in the jaw, tension in the tongue, right? So these things you might not think about too much, but it's real. So as we come into the voice, the whole foundation of Voice Power Pleasure is to really, again, find the way that your voice can lead you to deepening embodiment, empowerment, and pleasure, right? So this isn't so much about walking away with a more beautiful, in tune, toned voice. That may happen, and I 1000% invite that to happen. Yet this is not about the product and the results. So if you want that kind of voice coaching, that's not me. What I'm offering here is the embodiment practice, voice tantra, and how your voice, in opening your voice, you will experience transformation in your body, your nervous system, and ultimately your relationships and your path in life, your career, all of it, as you really open up to this as your tool of awakening. So I always just like to revisit that often to remind you of what Voice Power Pleasure really is and the basic foundational tenets of it. So let's get started with tip number 5. So welcoming the openness, that open yawn shape of the temple of the mouth. Again, from tip 4. Just start with opening the mouth in a yawn, and we're breathing downward all the way down into the pelvic floor. Tip 1, you can go back to that one too. All the way down, breathe fully, all the way down to pelvic floor. And open up, exhale. We're gonna just start yawning, really. You see, as we yawn, we're letting the tongue relax downward, and the palate, which is the roof of the mouth, is coming up. What we're doing is creating that open sphere-like shape in the mouth. You can imagine a golden globe of warm light as you're breathing. So closing the eyes, breathing all the way in through the nose. Now open, yawn, exhale. Let your exhale turn into a hum. The lips close, but the mouth stays open in that inner yawn, keeping the temple of the mouth expansive, round, and gorgeous. Let's do that a couple more times. Okay? You'll notice I'm smiling. So it's not just because I'm talking about pleasure, but it's the architecture. So the palate lifts, we raise the cheekbones, the eyebrows, and there's that opening of the upper crown, the whole skull lifting as we create that temple of the mouth. Interestingly, what happens as we're inviting in neurologically the muscles of the face to turn into a smile, we're creating oxytocin, which ups our pleasure. Again, another reason to sing and vocalize. Okay. Now we're going to bring in four vowels. A, O, E, U. Ah, this is a note D, by the way. And if you'd like, you can bring this down in pitch or up if you need. So we're going to start with that temple of the mouth shape, inner yawn. Ah, simple ah. So the tricky part here is just to start to keep that yawn as we're moving through the vowels. Ah, 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 oh, oh. Ah, 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 oh, oh. I'm breathing all the way down into my pelvic floor, supporting through my 2 gateways. Go back to tip 1 and 2 if you need, and tip 3 for the gateways practice. Ah, 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 oh, oh. Ah, 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 oh, oh. Inhale, yawn. Ah, ah. Keep the yawn, and then go into the ah. Ah, 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 oh, oh. Ah, 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 oh, oh. Then we have u. 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 Ha 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 ho ho. U. Really helps to look into the mirror and just notice what your tongue's doing, what your jaw is trying to do, if it's trying to get in the way and close. So the idea is to begin to shift vowels and keep that nice round, gorgeous globe, spherical sensation in your mouth, right? Ha 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 ha. You're like, how do I do an E and keep it open? E, we're all like this, especially in our culture. E can be really nasal. E. Just play with that. Explore it, have fun with it. Take pleasure in it. And the exciting piece is to really thread this in with all of the tips, all of the different aspects of how we are embodying our voice as a vibrational instrument, a beautiful vessel of this body for our sound, for our song, for our voice, right? So remember, thread this through all the gateways, your pelvic floor, your thoracic diaphragm, your vocal diaphragm, opening up into the temple of the mouth. Try that. 4 vowels from all of those gateways coming up, opening into that beautiful sphere. Ha 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 ha. Let me know how this goes for you. Feel free to type into the comments any questions, any thoughts. If you want me to elaborate on any of these ideas, I'm happy to. And I'm just wishing you so much brilliant groundedness, embodiment at these times on our planet. May you stay in your body. May you find embodiment practices to keep you soft, relaxed, and nurtured. That is the key to making it through this time that we're in, where there's much stress on the planet and health concerns. Stay in your body. Stay relaxed. Find ways to nurture. Get outside, hang out with Gaia, Mother Earth, and sing and breathe. Please do subscribe to this channel if you're enjoying my offerings of Voice Power Pleasure School and coaching. Also check out my links below. I have one more scholarship left for my 3-month container, coaching container, one-on-one, where we delve into voice tantra together every week, you and I, once a week. And I help support you on your path toward more empowerment and pleasure in your body, in your relationships, in your life, in your work, how we can really create these new patternings to step into the original true system that you are through voice tantra, through the blueprint of your sound and your vocals. And I have a website you can check out for more details if you're curious about more of what the heck I'm talking about. I also offer free 30-minute consultation calls, and I'm just so excited to be doing this work, to be on this pleasure path. And I know that our culture is awakening to so many exciting, liberating mentalities. We're here to do this together. We're here to remember who we are together. So if this speaks to you, stay in tune, stay in touch, hit the subscribe button, the like button. That all really helps this work and play and pleasure to get out into the world. And I will see you next week with 3 more vowels for the temple of the mouth. Blessings and aloha.